Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. And I want to say Shalom to Akman Akbalt out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This one's titled, Kanye's latest statement has a point. Alright? Kanye's latest statement has a point. And you gotta bear with me a little bit because, you know how Kanye is with his deranged madness. But he has a point in this one, and that a lot of people aren't using their brain to really see what he's talking about. Because, we all know Kanye West is mentally shot, right? He's donezo in the head, man. He's a lunatic, right? But this latest one, every once in a while he makes a point. All right, a couple years ago, talking about with the small hats, every time you talk about them, he had a point. And this latest one, he has a point. And a lot of people on the comment board on Reddit are not seeing what he's talking about. All right, some are, but the vast majority aren't. All right, because they're looking at the inflammatory statement, they're looking at the attention grabber, and they're not looking at really what's at the bottom. All right, whereas where all the meat of it is. So I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna grab it. Now, this is from his post on TikTok. It says, ninjas rap about how many people they killed, but they're scared to wear a swastika t-shirt because they labels and managers in streaming services and touring companies mob up to stop ninjas' money. Nobody better ever say shit to me about my t-shirt, because Kanye is wearing a swastika t-shirt. So I'm going to read that again before we get the second half. Ninjas rap about how many people they killed, but are scared to wear a swastika t-shirt because, as they says, because they're labels and managers and streaming services and touring companies mob up to stop ninjas' money. They're saying, you do things like that, they'll stop their money, but they don't, they don't care about, they'll sing as much as you need to about killing people over and over and over again. They'll keep calling about, they'll keep talking about killing this guy, killing this dude. I'm gonna shoot this dude, I'm gonna loot this dude, rootin' toot, 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 shoot, loot, dude, right? It's Project Pack type songs. If you ain't from my hood, you can get from around here. All right, face to face, shoot you in your face, show you no love, or whatever, because you will fake the. They'll sing songs like that, but when they see a dude in a swastika shirt, right, they flip out. Why? Because it means all the death that was caused. Well, what? Are you not? That's kind of hypocritical. Aren't you talking about killing your own people and killing these people up and shooting these people down and graping and murdering and robbing and setting fires on people's house and throwing Molotovs through windows? Isn't that what you sing about? Isn't that what you sing about? And you're over here talking about, oh, you don't like the shirt because it represents death. Your music represents death. What are you talking about? But down here at the bottom is where the real meat hits. It says, white people who are against the swastika but don't want to have a convo about white people who are against the swastika don't want to have a convo about black abortion. Again, what did he say? He said white people, I'm just going to unslangify it. White people who are against the swastika don't want to have a conversation about the black abortions. And people don't understand what he's talking about. What do you mean white people against the swastika don't want to have a conversation about black abortion? Well, all you so-called white people, all you are, you're in support of Planned Parenthood and abortion. But you don't understand that Planned Parenthood was founded on eugenics. All right, black abortions. All right, and you got to also understand the statistics of things that black babies are aborted, so-called black babies are aborted at an all-time higher rate than any other race. Okay, you can go and look that up. I'm not going to do the work for you. You can go and do something for a change, all right? Sitting there behind that keyboard not doing shit, all right? You look it up, okay? You got these SJWs, all right, these social justice warriors, all right? You got these effeminate-ass men, these feminists, all right? These Edomites, all right, that are over here trying to act like they're on Team Black, all right? They're on Team Melanin over here when they're not. All right, you're just a bunch of Edomites. You're a bunch of dirty, stinking mites, man, sticking your nose where it don't belong. And you got people that don't even understand what Kanye's saying here, calling him a crazy-ass lunatic that makes no sense. Yeah, he's crazy, right? We all know he's crazy. He's got some mental health issues. But what he's saying in this one makes sense. He has a point. On one hand, you got these so-called black people, these rappers, that have a problem with him wearing a swastika. Because why? Because the swastika represents death. It represents the suffering of men. You sing about killing people, chopping people up. What the fuck are you talking? You support King Von. But now because some white people suffered, now you're going to freak out? You know? And you're freaking out about this. You don't even realize what Kanye's doing, essentially, with that fucking shirt. Regardless if he's going to admit it or not. It's just a publicity stunt, man. That's all it is. It's a publicity stunt. That's it. And at the bottom, oh boy, white people who are against the swastika don't want to have a conversation about black abortion. And you don't. You don't. And a matter of fact, that's one of the things we're going to go and grab. And, well, before I'm going to get this scripture, it's not that one. It's the one before it. It's all the way up at the top. Ecclesiasticus 5:15. And this just says, not just, but it says, Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus 5:15, be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or small. A lot of you ninjas out there, man. Yeah, I said it. You gotta learn how to read through the lines, all right? You can't just take something as face value. You actually have to read and look into it, all right? And that's a lot of, that with the guy Orlando Brown or whatever his name is, all right? Yeah, that guy's fucking crazy, but if you actually sit there and listen through that craziness, you'll hear what he's talking about. He's really, almost kind of speaking in code, okay? Now, Kanye, don't get me wrong, they're both crazy. They are legitimately just crazy. But hey, man, as they say, a broken clock is right twice a day. All right. So you got to learn to see these things and be like, okay, this is, he's having his crazy ramblings, but what is this? This is interesting because it's true. White people don't want to have that conversation about black abortion. All right. And we can go and where's it at? We're going to go ahead and get it right now. But again, Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 5:15, be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small. When you see things, you got to think, okay, when I saw this, I said, okay, that's interesting. Does it have edification value? All right. Can this be edifying? Can this be built into a lesson? All right. Yes, it can. All right. Because, again, it gives us an opportunity to talk about Margaret Sanger. All right. Margaret Sanger, which none of the white people, Edomites, so-called white people, none of them ever want to talk about. None of them ever want to talk about it. Okay. Now let's just go quotes, okay? Just go and look up quotes, and they're going to give her all the good ones, okay? But they're not going to give you all the bad ones. They're going to give you her first most prominent one that they sell on Amazon. No woman can call herself free and does not own and control her body, right? A woman must have her freedom, the fundamental freedom of choosing whether or not she will be a mother and how many children she will have, regardless of what man's attitudes may be. That problem is hers, and before it can be his, it is hers alone, right? $7. You can get that on Amazon. No. Let's go ahead and type in race right after, because those are the ones they hide from you, because she was a eugenicist, okay? Here's one. Margaret Sanger. I guess you can get this on Amazon too. Eugenics is the most adequate and thorough avenue to the solution of racial, political, and social problems. Just get rid of the dirty, stinking, ninjas. Get rid of them, all right? Get rid of them, and then we won't have any of these fucking race and political issues that we're suffering with. Just get rid of those blackies, all right? That's what they're saying, all right? Right here, here's another quote. Margaret Sanger, 1923, the founder of Planned Parenthood. We want a world freer, happier, cleaner. We want a race of thoroughbreds. There we go. What's another one? There's another one. She said, I accepted an invitation to talk to the women's branch of the Ku Klux Klan. She was known to go to KKK rallies. All right. But it's hiding a lot of stuff. Let's type in black, because she was a racist. All right. Let's try and find it. Why are we hiding him? Why are we hiding these all of a sudden? That's weird. Remember, it used to just come right up. I don't know. Let's see. Here it is. Right here. We don't want the word to go out that we want to exterminate the Negro population. You don't want the word to go out. You don't want the word to go out. It says, here's the full quote. We do not want the word to go out that we want to exterminate the Negro population, and the minister is the man who can straighten out that idea if it ever occurs to any of their more rebellious members. You see what she's talking about. There's another quote that said something about comparing, basically that basically black people are nothing, and I don't know why that one isn't coming up. Yeah, that one. It basically said, did Planned Parenthood's founders decry Slavs, Jews, and blacks as weeds? Yes, she did. There was a way that she said, let's see. 1932, this is a paper. It says, the Birth Control Review, a Negro number, black folks and birth control, a question of Negro health. All right, so, you're seeing it. Right here. As it tries to, I didn't even click that. Why is it putting me on this and I can't even get out of it? Satan's, working at fucking doing his little shit. All right, now the page doesn't even want to load. I won't be surprised. Here it is. Margaret Sanger said this, and I quote, I'm going to go fast. Margaret Sanger said this, and I quote, Latin and Hebrew immigrants are human weeds, a dead weight of human waste. Black soldiers and Jews are a menace to this race. There we go. Had to get it fast, because you never know if they're just going to fucking click me off the shit. So, yeah, there you go. She thought that, and really, it was just a lot of cover-up, because, these so-called white people don't even realize the small hats are them. These goddamn Jews. They don't even, you're the same people, all right? And here's a picture of her right here. At the Sanger delivers burning speech. Local KKK gals hang on every word. I bet they're, I agree with you, Margaret. I sure the fuck do agree with you, Margaret. God damn, that's a good thing you said there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna save this picture because that's gonna be the Lord willing, that's gonna be the photo that we use. So there we go. Yeah, it's all that's how it goes back to. Okay. You don't want to have a talk about black abortion. You don't want to know where that stems from with the eugenics. Look up eugenics. Look up eugenics. You lazy motherfuckers for once. All right, you so-called white people. Look it up. Look it up. You're always... And you know what the funny thing is? There was actually a guy not too long ago that went around with quotes from Margaret Sanger and all the, blacks are like human weeds that need to be exterminated. And different quotes about we don't want the word to go out that we're trying to exterminate the Negro. And they went up to one of those, I don't know if it was an Ivy League, but multiple campuses, multiple college campuses, some guy with, with a list of quotes. And he said, I'm going to read you a quote, and I want you to guess who said it. And a lot of people were like, oh, Hitler, Donald Trump, Hitler, Donald Trump, Hitler. And then he said, nope, Margaret Sanger. Do you know who that is? It's the founder of Planned Parenthood. And they were all like, I don't want to talk anymore. I don't want to talk anymore. Get me off the camera. And why? If I'm going to support something 100%, I'm going to support it 100%, regardless if you provide new information. All right? If I'm really for abortion, that's not going to stop me. But why is it that they switch? Because just look, there's a quote actually from, let me get him. It's actually a quote from Malcolm X. All right, who's another brain dead Negro, but what can you do? It's where was it? Basically, I guess the end of that quote was, get your people. All right, there's another one. It was basically talking about with Democrats. It was a great quote. I mean, even though he was a coon at the end of the day, he had some good quotes. Here's one by Malcolm X. It says, if you aren't careful, the newspapers will have you hating the people who are being oppressed, and loving the people who are doing the oppression. And that is a good quote. There's one, basically, and of course he changed up later in his life into a fucking coon, as did Martin Lucifer Coon. Actually, MLK, he really kind of went backwards, because at the end he said, I fear I've led my people into a burning house. Where are we here? There's a quote, especially on Democrats, because Democrats are the ones that they try to act like, they're here for, BLM, black excellence. But they don't care for you at the end of the day. It says, right here, this one says, we don't organize any black man to be a Democrat or Republican because both of them have sold us out. Both of them have sold us out. Both parties have sold us out. Both parties are racist, and the Democratic Party is more racist than the Republican Party. There's one that said, right here, the white liberal. The white liberal differ, and these are the ones with the blue, green, purple hair, and they're going, no justice, no peace, all right? And they're, no racist police, and they're out there, they're all the faggots, all right? It says, the white liberal differs from the white conservative only in one way. The liberal is more deceitful than the conservative. The liberal is more hypocritical than the conservative. Both want power, but the white liberal is the one who has perfected the art of posing as the Negro's friend and benefactor. By winning the friendship, alliance, and the support of the Negro, the white liberal is able to use the Negro as a pawn or tool in his political football game that is constantly raging between white liberals and white conservatives. And that's the thing you got to realize, Jake, is that none of these white people aren't for you, all right? Whether they're conservatives or liberal or Democrat, they don't give a shit about you, all right? All the Democrats do, the liberals do, is they use you. They put you on the forefront, the BLM. They put you on their little gay flag pride. They put you on those things. That's all they care about, is using you to further their point. At the end of the day, they don't give a single shit about you, right? So I gotta leave off there. I'll come back and finish this up. Now, next two are about abortion in general, being that why you're not supposed to do it, because it goes back to idol worship, Jake. All right? So we're going to come back and finish that up, Lord willing. For now, I got to head out. I'll piece this back together in just a minute, Lord willing. Until then, shalom. All right, shalom, we're back. So yeah, let me go ahead and grab Leviticus 18 and 21. As I said, I wanted to grab that before I had to head out, but unfortunately I didn't have enough time. So let's get it here. All right. So Leviticus 18:21, it reads, and thou shalt not let any of thy seed, all right, seed is dealing with children, okay? And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy power. I am the Lord. So that's a commandment right there. Excuse me. And actually, this is a perfect time to show a photo. And you go look up Molech. Usually something about abortion comes up. So even these Christians get it. So, and Molech also, as you see, Molech is a Canaanite god associated with child sacrifice. Okay, and you can see that how it worked was you had these ports in here that you would put children in. There was a fire that would burn below. Now, the picture we're looking for usually comes up when you look up Molech. Of course, it's an area where I'm not getting super good service. Let me try to find it. Offering children. There's usually a photo that comes up. I guess they're making it, harder and harder to find. But if not, I know one way to get it to pull up, Lord willing. So yeah, I'm not finding it. But what you can do is just look up abortion. Okay? And you should get a video here. Not a video, but a photo. Planned Parenthood. Where's the thing? There's usually a comic. Of course, it doesn't want to show it. What is this? The United Center welcomes Molech. You see abortion RV, Planned Parenthood. Here it is. So there's two of them. One on the left, one on the right. Here's the one on the left. And it says Planned Parenthood. And you see them offering up this baby unto Molech. And the one right here, it says, far more humane than those barbarians with their clamps and vacuums. So there you go. There's two of them right there. So even the Christians get that it's talking about. Basically, it was the ancient form of abortion, right? Didn't want this kid, you don't sacrifice it up to Molech. There you go. Boom, bam, done. Right? Another one is Deuteronomy 12 and 31. So let me get that. 12 and 31. And that reads, thou shalt not do so go to verse 30. It says, take heed to thyself that thou be not snared by following them. Let me see. I want to read up. Okay, maybe by 28. It says, observe and hear all these things which I command thee, that it may go well with thee, and with thy children after thee forever, when thou doest that which is good and right in the sight of the Lord thy power. When the Lord thy power shall cut off the nations from before thee, whether thou goest to possess them, and thou succeedest them, and dwellest in their land, take heed to thyself that thou be not snared by following them. Don't follow after their ways, right? It says, after that they be destroyed from before thee, and that thou inquire not after their gods, saying, how did these nations serve their gods? Even so will I do likewise. Thou shalt not do so unto the Lord thy God, or thy power. It says, for every abomination to the Lord which he hateth have they done unto their gods. For even their sons and their daughters they have burnt in the fire to their gods. So again, that goes, learn not the way of the heathen, and just be not dismayed by the signs of the heaven, as the heathen are dismayed by them. All right, roughly paraphrasing. Because, this is a custom that is not ours, all right? That was not something originally that was our custom, all right? It was sacrificing our children. But, as it is with Jake, started idol worshiping and doing after the nations, all right? And one of those things was, child sacrifice. And that's why, they start doing those things now. And that's all that this whole thing goes back to. And also, really, when you're doing that abortion, you're doing the modern equivalent of, putting your child through that fire. Okay. And it's also, that's a great thing for them. They love that. And they're using those babies for all sorts of nefarious purposes, man. You don't know exactly what they're using it for. I'm sure we don't even know the extent, but it's nothing good, man. That's where all, the stem cells and all that different type of fucking research comes from. They that type of shit they put in beauty products and stuff as well. And it comes from baby fetuses, man. And that's what they're doing. But, you have these jakes out here that will look at something like what Kanye said, and they'll just write him off instantly as crazy. And yeah, we get it. It sounds a little wild. It sounds a little crazy. And I'll read it again. It says, ninjas rap about how many people they killed. Okay, so you got these jake out here. All right, these 2/3 jakes out in the world rapping about, I killed this motherfucker, I'll shoot this. I don't even have to, tell you what they say. You listen to rap music, you know what it sounds like. All right, I listen to it too. Project Pat, all that. He has a song called Gorilla Pimp. It's all about wickedness. Wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. All right, yeah, all these different lyrics. It says a hoe eating Taco Bell, but a pimp eating steak, cornbread, chitlins on my plate. All right, singing about, eating pork, and then, talking about all these different types of songs. They have one called Red Rum. All right, Red Rum. It's a cool song, but it's all about madness and wickedness and murder and killing and death. And all he said was, ninjas rap about how many people they killed, but they scared to wear a swastika t-shirt because they labels and managers and streaming services and touring companies mob up to stop ninjas' money. Nobody better ever say shit to me about my t-shirt. So he's basically saying, these type of people better not ever say anything to him about his t-shirt. All right, why? Because, why is it bad to wear a shirt that has that on it? Well, because it represents the suffering, right? It represents the suffering of who? The YT people. Okay, but you don't ever want to talk about the suffering of Jake. You never want to talk to suffering about so-called black people. And he says white people who are against the swastika don't want to have a convo about black abortion. And down in the comments, you had some people that actually said some stuff. It says, it's honestly true that people overreacted more to Kanye being edgy and provocative than 90s and 2000s rappers always rapping about killing people and promoting that shit to the next generation. Is Kanye trying to be punk and doesn't know how to pull it off? And this just says, he's not wrong. People supported rappers who beat their wives and girlfriends, but making a swastika shirt is too far. It makes no sense when you think about that. This person said, killing someone is worse than wearing a swastika. I agree. And this person, he is really dumb. But down here, you have this one that says, watch white people on Reddit call Kanye an idiot after saying these people shouldn't kill each other. They definitely ain't your friends, black people. It's true. You Jakes need to realize, you so-called black people need to realize, the white people are not your friends. They're not here to help you. They will never help you. You should never trust the so-called white man, ever. Okay? They were never here to help you. They never would. All right? They never will. They're devils. That's who they are. What, they've hated you so many years. What, you think they turned a new leaf? No, you dumbass ninja. They didn't turn a new leaf. They're the same ass devils that they always were. Same as they ever were. Same as they ever were. Right? So, letting the days gone by. Anyway. But, yeah, man. You think they're your friend? They ain't your friend. This guy says he's right. Yeah, he's right. These same white people, they don't want to have a conversation about black abortion. Oh, no, that's look, I don't feel like I have the right to discuss those types of situations and correlations amongst the black community. Shut the fuck up, man. Get the fuck out of here. You don't have the right to talk about shit, man. Get out of here. You don't even know shit. You can't even read between the lines of what Kanye's saying here. Everyone's saying, oh, you're a bad guy, Kanye. You're a bad guy. But Kanye really don't sing all too much about killing people. Really. And I'm not saying he's perfect. He still went and did all that Hollywood shit. He's still down with the beast. He's still down with all that shit. Right? All I'm saying is that he has a point in this one. These people that'll say, oh, you went too far. You went too far, Kanye. Well, what about talking about, I'm going to split your wig open and wig split. As a matter of fact, let's see. Open Vivaldi here. Project Pat. Red Rum. Well, this one's about his buddy getting killed. Let me see. This one has some stuff, but here, check this out. That one's more about a buddy of his getting killed, but there's a song, something about your wig split. Let me see. Where is it, man? Here we go. Rinky Dink. Here's some lyrics. Matter of fact, just look at the cover art. It doesn't want to load. But here we go. Where are we at? Right here. Get one of these gold plaques in the wall before you talk some old motherfucking shit. Bitch, it's whatever, ninja. We end this motherfucker for 99 nines to your head, ho. Right here. Glock 9s, Tech 9s, any type of gun, bitch. Evergreen Gats have got these cowards on the run, bitch. Kill them like they convicts. No, they hear them gun clicks, doped up like a motherfucker. It says, you could catch me in the same hood on the fucking same block with a pearl Rolex watch and a knot and a Glock. 9 o'clock, ninja to slang, because I be hustling weight. So, right, it says, we going to put an end to you hoes and you ninjas hating. Right? So what else we got here? Look, you can see all the lyric, man. Killing ain't shit, bitches ain't shit, ninjas ain't shit, bodies in a ditch. There you go. There was one talking about, oh, that's what it is. A wig splitter. You fucking with a real ninja. That's a Project Pat. Yeah, you know how his flow is. That's what it was. But yeah, a wig splitter. That's that. So you're fine with all that. You're fine with those lyrics. Killing your own people, shooting, gunning them up, wig splitting, nines to your dome, catching bodies in the trunk. But a swastika, hey man, that's just too far. Why is it too far? For what? Why is it too far? Let me know why is it too far. Because what is the reason it's too far? All right, and you shouldn't go around wearing a swastika. All right, that's stupid. That's not circumspect. All right, for you brothers and sisters that's in this truth. But I'm talking about some guy that's already in the world. What is him? What for? What? What's so bad about him wearing it? For what? What is it? For what? For what? Because it represents death? These rap lyrics represent death. Well, there were some real people that died. Some real people died over that shit too. King Von. And if you added up all the street fatalities, they're going to outnumber whatever happened in that cost of the hollow. All right, and I put it backwards for a reason, because they don't like us saying that word. It's going to outnumber the Native Americans that were killed on American soil. All right, outnumber the people that were killed, quote unquote, in that event. All right, if that quote unquote event, quote unquote, ever, quote unquote, happened. If you get what I'm saying, quote unquote, because we got to talk in slang just to even talk about it, man. So which one's worse? Which one's worse? This guy says he's telling the truth. The double standard is glaring and racist as fuck. Swift. Universal condemnation for swastikas, as there should be, but often muted or even celebratory acceptance of media that perpetuates harm within black communities, especially when white people profit off of it. This guy says, I agree, it's hypocritical and no one is immune from receiving criticism. There's been plenty of mentions in Yee's music about this issues, and other artists have spoken about it over the years, but nothing gets attention like being flagrant does. Now that we're all screaming on the opposite sides of the aisle, can we now shut the fuck up and listen? Can we actually have a conversation? Because clearly there's another disgruntled party, and being the loudest isn't going to make the problem disappear, and saying one trumps the other isn't doing any good either. Another one. What else do we got? This says this guy stinks. What's he talking about, bro? This guy's a fucking lunatic. And wait, he thought other rappers were gonna buy his Nazi shirts. He's just mashing different arguments together and hope of sounding smart and conspiratorial. Honestly, these guys are dumb. You ninjas are dumb as fuck, man. You're stupid. You're dumb. You're dumb as hell. You're dumb as hell. All right? You're dumb. You're dumb. Says, how can bro be so right and so wrong at the same fucking post? You don't understand, man. You don't get what he's talking about. You don't get it. What the fuck do you mean thought? Stop posting these tweets and letting more people see this anti-Shem man. You don't get it. A lot of questions, but the biggest one is black abortion. Question? He keeps failing over and over. At this point, moron sounds like a compliment. It says, my thoughts are that a mentally ill person is surrounded by yes men. Kanye likes to sound shit that sounds insightful until you actually think about it. It is insightful. Rip to Kanye, left whatever Donda did. Man, I wish Kanye would find meds and worked with doctors and don't feed into his delusion. If he thinks abortion, you're dumb, man. You ninjas are dumb as fuck, man. You don't get it. You're stupid. You're stupid as shit. Too. Speaking about you dumb motherfuckers, man. Dumb. Don't even know what's being talked about. Don't even know. You don't even know what he's talking about with black abortion. I bet you made no correlation at all to Margaret Sanger. I bet you didn't. You dumb motherfuckers. You stupid bitches. God damn, you're dumb. Sorry, Slovakia. It's just, goddamn, Jake pisses me off. You're so dumb. Don't know anything. Don't know anything. Ready to talk about everything, but don't know anything to talk about. Don't know anything. Don't know anything about what he's talking about. You don't understand the correlation that's being made there. You don't understand why it's such a bad, oh my gosh, you're evil, you're terrible because you're wearing a swastika. But you're not evil if you're talking about, I'm going to kill these black men rolling down the street, shooting my own brother, killing my own mother, right? That would be a fucking celebrate. Yo, that shit hard, bruh. That shit's hard, blood. Oh, goddamn, he's talking about killing his own mom, cuz. Oh, shit, that's hard. Dumbass motherfuckers. Fucking idiots. Goddamn, you piss me off. You'd say that's hard, but you don't even understand. But, oh, hey, man, you wearing a swastika? No, bro, that's too hard. That's bad, bro. That's bad. That's talking about death and violence, bro. You fucking, you know what I want to call you. I'm going to say you fucking faggots. That's some fucking faggoty-ass shit, man. That's what that is. That's what that is, man. Fucking over here acting fucking soft, man. You don't even know. You'll listen to songs. You'll listen to a song about, shooting up a neighborhood full of black families. All right, you'll listen to songs that downplay what you would call black excellence. But guess what? Swastika. Hey man, that's too far. You fucking coons. That's what you are, man. You're a bunch of fucking coons, man. Over here, and you don't even know what he's talking about when white people don't want to talk about black abortion. You don't even know. I bet you don't even know. I bet you don't even know because you're dumb as shit, man. You're dumb as shit. Bet you know how to roll a blunt though, fucking retard. Anyway, Proverbs 1:22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn ye at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called, and you refused. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. but ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would have none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. There you go. There you go, and I'll finish up. It says, they would none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil. The Lord's going to laugh at you. And, oh, please, Lord, please. You didn't want to listen. You don't even know. You don't understand anything. You don't know who you are. You don't know you're an Israelite. You don't know who the Edomites are. You don't understand. You can't even understand the simple things, right? As the scriptures say, I have told you worldly things, you not believe me. How much more so if I told you of spiritual things, roughly paraphrasing. So, you can't even understand what's being said in this. And yes, Kanye is a dumbass at the end of the day, because he says half the shit is gibberish and jumble. But the one post he makes, because he's been doing a whole bunch of shit. He said, I'm a skinhead or a Nazi, whatever. Yeah, he recently came out and said this, whatever, yada, yada, yada. This one post, you got to realize also, Kanye is a hype man. He's doing this shit because he's probably about to drop a new album. Watch, he's going to drop a new album, as people have been talking about it. He's going to drop a new album, so he's getting inflammatory. He's bigging himself up in headlines again so he can drop this headline. That's what he is. He's a shock artist, right? That's all he does. He's generating the shock. But he drops something every once in a while that actually has some meaning to it. Yes, Kanye is dumb, but he's not stupid. if you can understand what I'm saying there. He's dumb with how he acts, but he knows a little bit about some things. About the systematic racism and other shit against Jake. And he knows he's a Jew. All right, he knows he is a Jew. All right, and so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we are the real Israelites. The real Israelites. Yes, us. Right? And that's why it's such an issue when we say anything or pop the issue or talk about it. All right? If it was anybody else talking about it, it'd be fine. As soon as you have some melanin in your skin and you're talking about it, issue. Instant issue. Instant cancellation. You start saying they're not the real people and you're the real people, canceled. Instantly gone. Record label, gone. Money, gone. Brand deals, gone. Right? Done. And now he's done this and he got cut by his talent scout or talent agency or whatever the hell. So, yeah, man, that's how it goes. But you're too dumb. You're too simple. You're too fucking stupid. All right? To understand what's being said here. All right? It is true. The Edomites, they don't want to have the black abortion conversation. They don't want that. They don't want to talk about how many so-called black babies are getting aborted. They don't want to talk about the roots of Planned Parenthood. They don't want to talk about Margaret Sanger. They don't want to talk about her quotes. They don't want to talk about the picture of her at a KKK rally. They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about how violence has been perpetuated in rap music and pushed on the black community. And they don't want to talk about how privately owned prisons and all these bigwig executives reached out to black rappers, so-called black rappers back in the day. And there's videos on it talking about, hey, we'll give you stock in these privately owned prisons. You keep on singing like this, all right? Because we need people to fill our prisons. We need people to sing music that gets people in prison. We'll give you part of your paycheck in stocks. You need to keep doing. They don't want to talk about that. They'll say that's a conspiracy theory. They don't want to talk about that, even though rappers have came out and talked about it. What's the reason to lie about it? Why would they lie about it? For what reason? What reason do they have? They don't want to talk about that. Right? They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about all the record deals being owned by the 1948ers, or the people with wear the tiny little hats. They don't want to talk about those things. They don't want to talk it. They'll talk about how terrible that symbol is. Oh, how horrible it is. Right? Oh, how horrid. Right? They'll talk about that. Meanwhile, they wouldn't care if it's a shirt with a black dude hanging from it. They would not give a single shit. They would not care. But a swastika, oh my God, it's the end of the world. It's the end of the world because of a symbol, a series of fucking sticks, man. All right, end of the world. And that's because, you want to know and this is where I'm going to close out with, it's because their suffering means more than ours. That's what it is. Their suffering means more than ours. Ours mean the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that are the true Israelites. The fake ones, their suffering that apparently happened, right? Apparently, their suffering matters more than us. It matters more when a white person suffers than when a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American suffers. That's what it is. Just say the quiet part out loud, Esau. Your suffering matters more than us. Your suffering matters more than ours. That's it. That's it. That's all you want. And you dumbass Negroes out there, and you Latinos and Native Americans as well, all right, are out because you're perpetuating that their suffering means more than our suffering, man. And so you guess what? Hang out with your white friend. Keep on hanging out with your white friend until he busts your head open sideways, man. And your brain's looking, oh man, I should have listened. I should have listened. Nope, too done. Done. You're out. And guess what? The Most High is going to laugh at your calamity. And Lord willing, we're probably elect one of those chariots and we see it happening. We're going to laugh too because it's ridiculous, man. You want to keep on sticking up for these fucking people? You can die with these fucking people. That's it, man. Have it. And when your white friend comes and attacks your ass in a race riot, all right, in the race war when it comes, and it's coming soon, when your white friend attacks your fucking monkey ass, don't come complaining to us. All right, and same with you, Josue. Yeah, fucking, man, the black people, yeah, they're going to get you too, all right, because a lot of you Latinos have a fucking problem of wanting to be white too, all right, and you Native Americans, you're right there too. You're absorbed in that Latino culture right there. Same fucking thing. You're so busy wanting to be white, man. These devils are going to kill you in a fucking New York second. Bam. Just not a New York minute, a New York second. Done. Oh, I thought they were with me, man. I thought they changed. Nope, they never changed. Never did, never will. Always been, and they're going to keep on being that same devil that they've always been until the Lord comes back and exterminates them. You keep on hanging around them, you're going to see they're going to bust your ass open sideways. They're going to split that wig. They're going to shoot you, loot you, kill you, whatever needs to be done. They ain't your friend. They never were and they never will be. They never were and they never will be. So that's that. That's the lesson. I'm going to go ahead and close out there. You know, again, if you can't see what Kanye's talking about in this sediment, man, you must not be able to read through the lines. Because, yes, Kanye is crazy at the end of the day. Yes, he does say some crazy shit at the end of the day. But also, you should be able to see what he's really talking about in that post. If you can't, you don't know what's going on. So I'm going to close out with that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High. Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. I want to say shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring. Keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing. Shalom.